Twilio's WhatsApp business calling allows you to take this support chat over to a voice call to solve this customer's problem. Let's see how it works. We'll start in the Twilio console under messaging, go to senders and click on WhatsApp senders. Then click on your WhatsApp number. And in here, we'll scroll down to the voice endpoint configuration. We need a TwiML application that will run when the call gets connected, but that's going to need some code that runs at a URL. So we are going to use Twilio Functions to create that code. I'll head under Functions and Assets and go to Services, and we'll create a new service to house our function, and I'll call this WhatsApp-call. I'll create a new function and name it /call since it is what runs when a call is connected. I'm going to delete the boilerplate here and update the twiml.say to say, hello WhatsApp, we have a message for you. Then I'll create a twiml.play to play an MP3 and drop in this classic.mp3 URL. So we'll get a greeting and then an MP3 will play. I'm going to hit save to save the function and then deploy all to deploy the function. Once it's deployed, I'll copy the URL since we need to take that over to create the TwiML application. We'll click the Create a TwiML application link and then the Create New TwiML App button. I'll name this WhatsApp Call Demo and paste in the URL to the function and click Create. Excellent. Now back in our voice endpoint configuration, we can select that WhatsApp Call Demo application that we created and scroll down and click Update WhatsApp Sender to save it. For our demo, we want to be able to have the user click on a button to be able to start a voice call with support. Now, eventually we're going to use one of these pre-configured content templates for that, but I wanted to show you how to create a new template. So in here, we'll give the template a name. We'll call this WABC for WhatsApp Business Calling, call me, and I'll set the template language to US. We're going to use call to action here because we're creating a button for them to be able to tap to call. And here you can configure the text that'll appear. So we could say, hi, would you like to continue on a call or something like that? And that's going to be the text that'll come in on the text message. And then we can pick a type of button here. And there's a voice call button for this use case. We can customize the button text to say call support. And if you look over on the right, you can see the message format for this message. There's also a capability to add variables. We'll see this in the template that we actually use. You could put in the username or things like that, and you can pass this at the point that you call the API. Now, we could save this if we're not going to submit it just yet to WhatsApp and test it out, or we could save and submit to WhatsApp for approval. Since we're using the one that already exists, I'm just going to click cancel. For our demo, we'll use this call service one that's already been set up and approved as a utility template, which is important for this use case. Check out the docs for more information on that. And you can see that this one does have a variable for a name. So we can pass in a name to customize this and personalize it when we make the call. So this is the one that we're going to use for our demo. Note that we'll just need this ID to pass in when we make the API call. I'm going to create a Node project to make this API call to send the content template, but you can use any language. It's just an API call at the end of the day. We have helper libraries for all the major applications. Go ahead and check those out. But for now, I'm going to use Node. I've installed the Twilio helper library, and let's get down to the code. I'll create a new sendTemplate.js, require the Twilio helper library, and then get my credentials for environment variables and pass them in to create a new Twilio REST client object. Next, we're going to need a create message function, and we'll call that. And inside of here, we're going to create a new message using client.messages.create. The first thing we need is the messaging service ID. So let's head back over to the console and grab that. The next parameter in this message is the from phone number. This is the WhatsApp sender that we configured earlier inside of our messaging service. Next, we'll specify the to number, and this is going to be my own cell phone number, my own WhatsApp number. So I'm going to grab that out of an environment variable rather than show that on screen. Now we need the content template ID. I mentioned that earlier when we created this, that we would need to grab that ID. So let's grab that back out of the console and paste it in. And then finally, we've got a variable in here. So we want to pass in the name variable. Here, we're just going to pass in some JSON and specify which variable it was. That's 1. And then I'll pass in my name, Brent. And that's everything we need to send this content template but we're going to log out the message SID just so that we know that it was successful when it runs. And I'll run node send template.js to send this off to my phone, and let's see it in action. As you can see here, the message has been sent to my WhatsApp phone, and there's a button to click to call support. So I'll tap on that and tap call at the bottom of the screen, and here goes the call.
Hello, WhatsApp. We have a message for you.
I really got to stop getting rickrolled by my own apps. One other thing I wanted to point out is if everything's set up correctly for this WhatsApp sender, there will be a call button that the user can use to call as well. If you'd like to learn more about WhatsApp business calling, check out the Twilio docs for more info. Like and subscribe this video if you found it helpful, and let us know in the comments what you'd like to see next.